Welcome to episode 6, Country Thunder. It seems like it's been a while since we've talked to you guys, so
It's been a little crazy.
little bit. We have a lot of information we're about to give in this podcast. But first, I just wanted to kind of recognize we are originally from Kentucky, and it is Derby week.
Always bittersweet for that week.
Yeah, I think if you live in or around Louisville or even Kentucky, where horse country is a big deal, Derby is a huge thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think today is 502 day, so all the locals go out. And then Thursday is Derby.
Yep.
Friday is the Oaks, and Saturday is the Derby. And it's definitely bittersweet. We used to throw a huge party.
Yeah, it would start on Thursday afternoon and run through late Saturday night.
Yeah,
So,
we would
around the clock, pretty much.
It was a big deal. We make jackpots. I was a bookie for a while. Probably shouldn't put that out there.
Good friend of ours had smokers going for
Oh.
days. It was
Yeah, Polly was
Good
always
memories.
smoking the food. So we had a great time. So I just want to acknowledge that. We do miss Derby, but luckily for us, we
Thank
have something else to
one
keep
party
us,
for another now.
to keep us busy.
Yeah.
We are entering into the busy season. May is crazy. So
Yeah, we have 3 big festivals we'll be at this month alone.
Yep.
So on top of everything else. So fun but busy.
Yeah, but we love it.
Oh,
We love
yeah.
it. Yeah. This week is, like I said, Country Thunder Week is upon us. And then the week after that, we're going to do, I think, just a one-day kind of tailgate for Rock the Country. We have some
Ocala.
friends in Ocala that we hung out with last year, so we're going to go up there. And then we have Sand in My Boots up in Gulf Shores, which is going to be another crazy weekend.
Yeah.
But we will definitely talk about those later. The main topic of this entire podcast is going to be
Country Thunder.
Country Thunder, and we are in the week. It is this weekend. This is the first time it's been in Tampa. It was previously it was in Kissimmee, Florida, and it was always planned on moving from Kissimmee after last year.
Yeah.
But with the horrible hurricanes that came through and caused a lot of damage and flooding and things like that, they unfortunately had to cancel it last year. We were very disappointed. We were going.
Everyone was excited about the lineup and everything that was going on. I think it was 2 weeks before it that the hurricane hit through, so logistically it just couldn't get through.
Yeah,
everything they needed to
resources were just wrapped up other places.
Yeah.
But anyway, they did have to cancel it. But now and it was in October, and now they've moved it to May to kind of try to get away from that hurricane season.
Yeah, hurricane seasons adds so many extra dynamics to any
Anything.
event you want to host in this area. So especially outdoors, on top of everything else.
Yeah, so we're very excited to be partnering with Country Thunder. We are what they are calling a community liaison, boots on the ground, being that they've never been to Tampa before. We were kind of being their boots on the ground, the people that are here. So we are very excited to be partnering with
Yeah,
them.
very thankful for that. They've been an amazing organization to work
partners.
with so far. Their team, everyone we've met, everyone we've worked with, nothing but high praises. So
It's been
pretty
great.
happy.
Yeah, so you probably, if you follow our socials, you've seen all kinds
A flood of information.
a flood of content around a bunch of different things. So we're definitely going to be unpacking all of that.
Yeah.
So we should probably get started.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right,
Wanna kick it
so
off?
yeah, so anybody that doesn't know Country Thunder, of course, we're talking about Country Thunder, Florida right now, but Country Thunder there's multiple locations all over the U.S. and Canada. Here, Arizona, Wisconsin, 2 shows in Canada that I'm not even going to say the names because I will say them wrong.
Saskatchewan
Yeah, as one of I
and
think
Alberta
Alberta
or Calgary.
I'm gonna be wrong.
We're not right. Don't quote us.
So we,
There's 2 in Canada, and then the reason why we said just the 5 this year, there might be additionals next year because there were a couple of places that
they had one at Bristol previously. There's just different things going on, but yeah. So our goal is to check all of them off our bucket list. So that's our Country Thunder Go that we're working. We'll see how. Yeah, team. Did you hear that? But it's an amazing festival. It's a small group organization internally that they've started, and just they take pride in what they do, and they bring so much more than just the music to the festival that we'll get into here. But for this one, we have our headliners: Riley Green, Blake Shelton, Jelly Roll. Very excited about that. I've never personally seen Blake Shelton, so that's a new one for us to mark off our country music alphabet or our bucket list. So Blake is an entertainer. Everyone that knows who he is, whether you know his music or not. So it's going to be cool to see.
And I don't mind seeing Riley Green again.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, every social poll we've done, every on the ground event we've done, we've interviewed tons of people.
Yeah.
There's a very strong theme of everyone wanting to see Riley Green.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's hard to be that man, I guess. You know, what a rough life he lives.
Terrible.
But the full lineup, of course, is on countrythunder.com. Go to lineup under the Florida page or on the social media pages. All have the full lineup. It's a great lineup, start top to bottom. Good. We're all very excited for everyone on it.
Yeah, you can actually see the daily lineup on that page as well. Because I know a lot of people, they do sell single day passes, so I know a lot of people want to know what days, if they can't afford to go the full weekend or can't make that work.
What day works best.
Yep,
so
exactly.
Because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you know some people can't make the Friday work because of work obligations and so forth. So they may just want to do individuals. That's all available. You know, I'm going to hit on the logistics of it because that's the core of what my real job was for years, is logistics. So the location of it is billed as Raymond James Stadium, of course, but the actual festival grounds is the North Lot. Anyone in the Tampa area that's familiar with the Breakaway Festival, it's in the same location of that, the North parking lot there, right at the, 4201 North Del Mabry Highway is the actual location of it. But to get in and out, the entrance to the venue is going to be off Himes Avenue. So if you're familiar with Raymond James, it's blocked off by streets. One side is Del Mabry, one side is Himes. You will not be able to enter on Del Mabry. You must enter through Himes. So keep that in mind if you're anyone's dropping you off. You got a buddy, a friend that's going to drop you off. You want to get close to there. That's where you'll have to come in at.
I just want to take a little bit of credit because I made sure to tell you not to use the words you wanted to use to describe a location.
Yeah.
Like, who knows north, south, east, west, perpendicular, parallel. Those were all words he used earlier to describe it. And I was like,
it made sense to me.
No, thank you. No one's going to understand that. So I hope I was right. But sorry, continue.
No, it's fine. So two important things to note. Parking is all going to be on the Himes Avenue side of the festival. If you're familiar with slot 6, 6D, 8, everything on that side of the road. The other side on Del Mabry will be the rideshare drop-offs. So the rideshares are all going to know that in their accounts for the day. But if you have a friend dropping you off, and they have to drop you off there, that's where it has to be on Del Mabry. You're not going to be able to enter into a parking lot on that side.
Yeah, those lots are B and C.
Yeah.
So that way, if your Uber or rideshare doesn't know lot BC, they should be able to figure that out. So parking, if you're, the way we started was Kenny, like lot 6 is the lot that we always tailgate in. I know there's a lot of questions around if tailgating is allowed on site. Yeah. And I don't think we know that.
The discussion I had the other day is that it's originally, I thought from the parking, because all the parking is being handled through Raymond James, not through Country Thunder, that it wasn't going to be allowed. But from what I'm hearing now, it's going to be, people are going to be doing it. So use caution.
Common sense.
But we've got something better for you, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
We're going to make it easier on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm sure you all want to know where the Tampa Tailgaters are going to be at.
So we've got a few ideas.
So that's coming a little bit later. But I wanted to kind of go over what the festival offers. Because it's not just a country music festival. No. It is, but there's so much more.
That's the core of it.
So obviously there's live music. And again, the lineup is great. You can go see that on the countryflorida.com, countrythunder.com/Florida. Sorry, thank you. But the things that I'm really excited for is they're doing a songwriter showcase, which is in what they're calling, it's an Electric Thunder. It's kind of like a circus tent.
Yeah, it's your main, if you've seen, as our daughter loves the
Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. It's your old school looking circus main event tent. And it's so cool. And anyways, it's inside there.
And the big deal that you really want to pay attention
you're gonna
to
remember
this,
here.
It's air conditioned.
Yes.
So air conditioning and you get to hear some great songwriters. So there's several, and I suggest you check out the full lineup, which again, we'll do a post on our Instagram with all this information. But there's, just to give a couple, is Heath Warren, Benji Davis, and then, like I said, tons more. Heath Warren wrote several Bailey Zimmerman songs, and of course others, but he wrote Rockin' a Hard Place. He wrote New to Country. So very excited to see him. We've been chatting with him. Hope to get to connect to him with him.
We've talked to him a few times this week, trying to get things lined out.
Benji Davis, when I started looking into the stuff he's written, his catalog is huge. Made for You by Jake Owen. Oh, one of my favorite Jake Owen songs. And then The Painter by Kojo.
Yeah, that's good.
That's, and so many more.
That's one thing we love, and what we really love about this is if you can find a songwriter around, we want to be there. We love seeing the story, hearing and seeing the stories behind it, hearing the songwriter's original version. Because of course, when it's recorded by an artist, it's tweaked.
It's different.
It's turned and tweaked. It's amazing nonetheless. But when you hear the person who wrote it and the passion in it, it's just one of those musical experiences that it's special. So to have Country Thunder bring that in and allow its guests to see a handful of artists talk about their babies, really. I mean, most of these, that's what they consider these songs their babies. That's just a very special part of Country Thunder that looking forward to. It's almost, while you're in the AC cooling off, of course.
Absolutely. It's almost like bringing all the aspects of a song, because songwriting is such a big part of it. And like I said, we always seek out songwriter rounds and acoustic sets like that too, because there's something powerful about it. But definitely check out Instagram. There's a full songwriting showcase lineup. We'll post it on our Insta, but it is available on Country Thunder Florida Instagram right now. The other thing that is also inside the Electric Thunder tent with AC is going to be line dance lessons and competitions.
Yes.
They have a full schedule of kind of like lessons from beginner to advanced. I am below beginner, so I don't think you'll see me. I like to dance, but I'm not good at it. But I love watching them. They're super cool.
I will not be out there, because if you've ever seen the movie Hitch, this is my box. I stay in my box. I don't get out of it when I dance. There's definitely not a lot of rhythm on my part.
Usually Chris needs quite a few drinks before he starts dancing.
Yeah, so if you see me out there this weekend and I'm dancing, there's a good chance I have a little buzz.
But for more information on line dancing, that part of it, there's another Instagram. And it's like countrythunder.dwtt, which is, I think, dancing with, I don't know. Dancing with the Thunder on their Instagram. So they're.
But on Country Thunder Florida's main Instagram page right now, there is a story that links you to that to sign up to enter for the competition.
Yes. If you're a line dancer and you're interested in signing up for those competitions, I'm telling you, let us know you're doing that, because I want to come watch you. And two, they have a sign up to do that. But there's some really cool ones that are out there. So we'll be in there checking it out. Of course, to see what's happening, but also to cool off. But I just think that that's such a cool thing that they bring into. The other things they do, of course, there's tons of vendors. I know a couple of them were, there was one that you could go and make your own hat. At Country Thunder, the trucker hat with the patches or things like that. So several vendors, cold beer and drinks, and then food. So one
other that I don't think's released yet, but hopefully I'm in trouble. We're gonna release it here. There's gonna be a tattoo artist on site.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's gonna be you're gonna, if you want to pay to have a tattoo done, there's gonna be a tattoo artist there. So
Braden
already
is
getting the itch for something, so we'll see how that plays out.
Braden's already.
Our ATLs said they're saying the same thing.
It's gonna be tough though, because all of my tattoos have been done by one person, the Mr. Jason Cantwell, if he listens to this. So it's gonna be tough but it is hard to not get a tattoo until I go up to Kentucky. But yeah, super fun stuff. Not just a country music festival. You can really spend the day and check out all the things. So yeah,
it's gonna be great. Of course, the food and all the I call it carnival food, the festival food. Our daughter's just hoping there's a corn dog vendor. She has to have her festival corn dog. So
if it's not a corn dog, it's a hot dog.
Yeah, that's what she wants at the events. So
every time. Yeah.
So of course the festival is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Gates are going to open at noon every day. There's also an informational booth right there by the gate that will be opening. The times are varying on that. If you need anything, any questions asked, issues with your bands, things like that.
They also have a box office and will call.
Yeah.
So the hours of that have also been posted as well. I don't want to read them on here because they vary per day, but
And who's going to remember those? Every hour we rattle off.
yeah, so definitely we'll post all this out there so you guys will be able to see it in one post. But yeah.
So everyone that has ordered their tickets should have their wristbands sent to them already. They are RFID wristbands for you to link your credit card to make purchases, and that's one of my favorite things about festivals anymore. You link your card, you know what's going on. You go just scan your wrist right on it, makes your purchase for the weekend. You don't have to keep up with any type of credit card, any type of worrying about losing anything. It's great, and they do require a PIN, so you can't if it falls off, someone can't just go and run a big charge on your account. So that's great.
Yeah.
But Country Thunder has a couple other options to where it's nice. They will take credit cards at the vendors and the food and drinks and so forth. And they also have what they call their Thunder Bucks Cash. Will also be accepted. They have the Thunder Bucks card cash.
It's a card.
It's a card. I call it cash, but a card. You can load up at the informational booth. So if you want to budget yourself for the weekend and you say, you know what, I don't want to worry about having too much to drink and spending too much money. I'm only going to allow myself to spend $100 today. Then you can go load that, and it's a good checks and balance for you. It's a pretty neat thing that they do for that if needed, and that works for.
And you would do that at the information booth.
Right there at the information booth. Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, and one other thing too, with the wristbands, I did see you were allowed one re-entry per day into the festival. Yeah. So you can leave and come back if you're close and you want to deal with the parking and all that again. If you wanted to go take a nap midday or whatever, you are allowed one re-entry. Yeah,
we kind of cheated this year. We of course live in the area, but we have a house that we rented that's basically right across the street, so that we can.
It's a little bit of a walk.
I mean, a 10-minute walk probably, but it's that's across the street to me.
Yes. Our Mount Washington friends would know what that means, or anybody who, you have that one person that's like just down the road and you're walking.
It's a short drive. Yeah. But it gives you the option to come and go if you need to, or if you anything you need. It gives you that option if you need, which is nice.
Yeah, and then just to they do have theme days. So what's kind of cool, the themes are really based off of who the headliners are for that day. So Friday is Riley Green, so they're going with Camo Country. So everything camo, everything safety orange, anything like that really fits Riley's.
That hunting theme, backwoods style theme.
It fits Riley's persona. And then Saturday, the headliner is Blake. And also Jake Owen is on the ticket for that same day. So they're going with the Beach Bash.
Which is my favorite of the day.
Of course. Bright colors, flip-flops, Hawaiian shirts, all cut off.
That's 99% of my wardrobe.
So
I'm happy with that. I don't have to think about that one.
We were trying to get a Tampa Tailgaters theme, but it didn't work out.
Maybe we'll try that
Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Just kidding.
Yeah.
And then Sunday is Jelly Roll, and Ashley McBride is also on that day, so they're doing a cowboy grunge, which is really kind of flannels, black, really thinking about like how Jelly Roll wears that outfit. So it's kind of fun to see everybody do the theme. You don't have to. A lot of people do it, some people don't, but it is fun to see what everybody comes up with. And then the last thing here is tickets are of course still available. There are, when I say a lot, there's a lot of different options for packages. Weekend GA all the way up to like the Diamond Experience, which includes alcohol. So definitely go on countrythunder.com/Florida to see all of that. And they have single day tickets as well still available. So if you do decide to buy weekend GA, Tampa Tailgaters does have a code you can use to save $25 off your weekend GA.
Anything helps, right?
Anything helps. The code is Tailgaters25. So if you decide to come hang with us and have a great time, we'll be excited to see it. Yeah. So that's kind of the festival.
I'm gonna add one more thing in there real quick that I thought we were doing. So with us, we're gonna be out on site all weekend, of course, with all our cameras and stuff. If you see us out there, we want to capture memories and interviews and experiences as much as we can. So if you're a person that likes to get on camera, wants to be heard, has something you tell us the stories about your past experience with Country Thunder.
Yep.
If this is your first, we want to hear about it. Anything and everything. So if you see us out, we'll have all our Tampa Tailgaters gear on. Stop us. Say, hey, I want to do an interview. We would love to see it. We'll have multiple teams out there roaming around, creating some content. So stop us, tell us all about it. We would love more than anything to meet you and get you on camera so that we can use the content and get it back to Country Thunder, and they're excited to see everything that comes together. So don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Say hi.
Yeah.
We want to say hi to you. You're definitely, we want to meet you guys and, hang out. I know we might be busy, but definitely would love to say hi. So that's a great one. That's a great point. All right. So
Get into the week.
our weekly events. When do we start?
Thursday. I have one more day at my real job, and then it's vacation time. So then the fun stuff begins.
I don't. I have to work Thursday.
Yeah, I planned better than you did.
Yeah, you did.
So Thursday night, we're going to start the week off with the US 103.5. So if you're not from our area, US 103.5 is the local country iHeart media station. And this team is another team that just, top to bottom, just great individuals. They love the community. They love it, getting involved with everything. And they've welcomed us in to be a part of things here in the city that the relationship's it's great there. So I just had to give a shout out to that. They're hosting the US 103.5 official Country Thunder kickoff party at Cowboys Dance Hall in Largo is Thursday night. I know that was a long title.
It was long.
But short and sweet of it is US 103.5, Cowboys Dance Hall, and us, along with Country Thunder, have gotten together to let's have a party Thursday night. Everyone's traveling in from out of town. You're most likely looking for something to do. Why not come to Cowboys? It is an amazing venue.
Yeah.
The best line dancing, country, honky tonk, I think, in the area. Ice cold beer, good music, good people. You're going to love it. But Thursday night in Largo from 8 to 10, we're going to be out there with Country Thunder and US 103.5. They're going to be giving away a 3-day platinum pass and
meet and greet with Mr. Riley Green.
So one person that night at 10 o'clock is going to be drawn to win that package, and that's quite a package for someone to walk away with.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a surprise come together today, and this is not being released on any of the socials, so podcast only if you hear it. Thursday night, one of the Country Thunder artists, Baker Blankenship, is coming out to Cowboys with us. He's going to come out, hang out, just enjoy the evening like everyone else. Say hi, grab some pictures with him. We're going to get him to draw the winner. So someone will be happy to, receive their package from a national country artist. That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's very cool. And if you guys don't know who Baker Blankenship is, and I keep calling him Blaker, I keep trying to combine his first and last name. So
she did it earlier.
I did it
hasn't
earlier,
been able to break it,
and I haven't been able to break it. So, but he is a young age of 19. He is from Tennessee. He went viral
talented.
Literally just a year ago in April with his song Maxed Out. So definitely check out that song. Yeah. But then he followed up in July with his first EP called Younger Years. And he has a really great voice. I love you can hear his country accent in it. But beautiful voice. His latest song that just came out, if it wasn't last week, it was my weeks run together. So it was very recently called Thinking of Me. I love it. So I'm very excited to meet him. Yeah. I've followed him on socials. He seems like just a down to earth, funny guy. So I'm very excited to meet and hang with him.
Yeah. So come out Thursday night. Yeah. Just have a great time. Get some ice cold drinks in you. Meet Baker. Have a good time. Check out everyone around. Hopefully you went away with a package. But we'll be there. We'd love to say hi to everyone. Grab some pictures, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. Good way to start the fun. It's not even the official fun. It's just the
well, it is official.
Yeah,
it's just not
the pregame of it.
Yeah.
All. Okay, so then Friday we'll go to Friday. Friday, day one of Country Thunder.
Day one.
Of course, the outside. We're gonna skip the inside of the festival day and just talk right now about what we're kind of doing on the bookends of each day, because everything that's available in the festival is all on all the social media pages and website, like we said. But what we talked about is Friday we have an Airbnb right down the street from That's across the street again, but
across the street from
not across the street, as we said. But we're going to be there Friday morning doing a little pregame tailgate throughout the morning, and good chance after the show also. So a little bit before and after. So if you want to come join us, we'd love to have you out. Come hang out, have a good time. Send us a DM, and we'll get information to you if you want to come join us and hang out there.
Yep.
But Saturday, because Friday's a little slow day in the mornings, because some people got to get going, get off work. Some are working half a day, then coming in.
Yeah.
Saturday's the big thing. So instead of hosting a tailgate party ourselves and organizing and carrying it, we've teamed up with Tailgate Pro Entertainment, and US 135. They're doing the official tailgate party, which is directly across the street from Raymond James. This one is
literally
no debate. It is right across the street.
Yeah.
Tailgate Pro, that team is amazing. They host events all over the U.S.
big and small,
from 800 to 80,000 people. These guys know what they're doing. So what they're hosting the special there with radio. They're going to have a DJ on site, air-conditioned bathrooms.
Air-conditioned bathrooms, ladies.
Yes, that always gets people's things. Big screen TVs, everything you could want there. Each ticket purchased, insurance. If you buy a ticket, you're going to get 3 free drinks, and then there's a open bar, a cash bar afterwards.
Right. Not open.
Yeah, sorry.
Cash.
I always say that, but a cash bar after you can purchase as much as you want after the 3. But you're going to get unlimited food.
Yes.
All day long.
Yes.
For everyone who attends. On Saturday, it is Dave's Hot Chicken catering, and then on Sunday, Fuzzy's Tacos will be catering. So those are going to be. They have tailgate games, like I said, DJs, everything like that. It's going to be a great event. So you don't have to stop at the store, get your beer, your drinks, your ice, drag your coolers across the parking lot, pack it up when you're ready to go in. Just come here, enter, let them do all the work, have fun. When you're ready to leave, when the gates open, you go across the street, you're in the party, and you're still refreshed. You're not wore out from unloading and loading and packing up again.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What's the cost?
The cost, it's $55 for one person.
Per day.
Each day, so Saturday, Sunday, it's $55. There's not a combined package each day.
Yep.
But something good for it is, if you want to hit on the children.
Oh, so my favorite on Tailgate Pro's website, this is a quote. Children under 10 are free because if you're cool enough to bring your kids to a tailgate, you shouldn't have to pay extra. I love that. Yeah. I wish the age was a little bit higher. Like I told Maddie, I was like, do you think you could pass for 10? But that's no, she can't.
Yeah, but you got to think, when you start getting into those teen years,
you can eat
a grown
like
boy,
a full grown man. Yes,
teenage boys can eat like a grown man, right?
And they do have non-alcoholic beverages for
Coke,
the
water,
kids.
beverages, they'll be there for it.
For sure.
So skip all the hassle and all the effort and just come join us Saturday. We're going to have a great time being out there, meeting everyone, listening to all the good times, playing games, and then we're going right across the street as soon as it opens to have a good time there. So it's going to be a great experience, and that's Tailgate Pro Entertainment. If you look up their Instagram page or their website, they have a link on there to purchase your tickets because day of pricing does go up.
So $10.
Get those in advance. And if you do, use code TAMPA for us so that we'll keep track of the ones we get brought into there.
It's just so that we know who, so it's kind of like let them know who sent you, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And definitely you can get it from Tailgate Pro, you can get it from US 135 socials.
There's a link on our socials. So
definitely, if you can't find any of those links, you can reach out to us. We'll point you in the right direction. So we're super excited about that. This is the first time we've done a tailgate like this. We're usually always hosting it ourselves, but with this, we have so much else going on. We were just very excited to be. We're excited to see the other side of like, we just show up and then we leave.
Yeah, so, Wayne and his whole team are putting on an incredible event. I don't think you'll be disappointed one bit by showing up to it.
Not at all. Awesome. And then Sunday, this is not directly affiliated with Country Thunder. It's beforehand, but there is a Two Bears 5K race that's being ran around the property. I don't know the
course hasn't been released.
I don't know the course. I don't know where it is. It's probably something to kind of watch out for if you're traveling in. There will be a race to be aware of. Maybe it shouldn't block our parking for Country Thunder, but it is happening on Sunday, May 4th, and it's just like a race that was created by Tom, I hope I don't butcher the names, Tom Segura, Segura, did I say that right? And Bert Kreischer, the guy who doesn't wear a shirt that often. So they did that. They're the two bears, but Jelly Roll is joining them for this race. And I think that's one of the main reasons they brought it to Tampa was because Jelly was going to be here on that Sunday, and they could do that. I do know, I think they're running a special, I saw on their website earlier, that if you register for the race, there's a discount code special for the 1-day ticket for Sunday to see Jelly. I don't know what that code is, but I think you have to go through the purchase process.
So get your run in and then come right over.
Absolutely. But to get more information on the race, register, all of that fun stuff. I know it's like a really low key race. It's not super competitive. It's more about like having fun and having a party. And also, so it's like there's no pressure to run. You can walk, right? Yep. So for more information, definitely check out 2bears5k.com and check that out.
Yeah, the most important thing about that is if you're coming, if you're not taking part of that and then coming over to the adjacent location.
Oh yeah.
If you're coming in for it, plan for that on Sunday, because if you want to see, you know, if you're like me, you want to be there when the gates open because I want to get full experience of everything. Plan ahead. Leave an hour. Have your ride share, whatever, pick you up an hour early so that you don't take the chance of missing something that you paid for and that you want to experience with Country Thunder. Because you're stuck in traffic because of dual events. Everyone who's in big cities knows when there's multiple events, it can get chaotic. So plan ahead.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to miss out on a single bit of the Country Thunder fun.
And also, just to point out, there will not be a Jelly Roll show at the race. I'm not even sure what the race starts at 7:30. I think that I don't know what time
there's heats and everything.
There's different heats. So everybody's running it like a little different. So I don't have a whole lot of information on that because it's not directly affiliated with Country Thunder. It's just kind of happening at the same time. So
yeah, the big point of that is you're not going to see, we want everyone to do the 5K and then come over to Country Thunder because it's for a good cause. But don't do it to see a Jelly Roll experience.
Yeah.
You're going to, you'll see them, but not for a show because that's only at Country Thunder on Sunday.
Right. It's going to be great. He's going to be closing it out. Lots of cool stuff happening. The last week was Stagecoach over the past couple of weeks. So I know there's a lot of excitement coming off of that festival. I'm excited to get into this. But the next show we do will probably be a post show, I would imagine, for Country Thunder, given all the information that we have. So
one thing I want to hit also before we wrap this up is today we did a post on our socials to ask the veteran Country Thunder goers, right? The experienced ones who are familiar with all the tips and tricks that they suggest. So we got a variety of ones in, but the main one that the common theme there was hydrate and pace yourself.
Hydrate,
which goes for every festival. But if you're coming down and you're not used to Florida, hydrate yourself. The last thing you want to do is get heat stroke or overheated or anything and miss out on all the fun that you already paid for. And that's the last thing anybody needs. So hydrate yourself. Sunscreen.
Absolutely. From a mother with 2 redheaded children, sunscreen.
Yeah.
A bad sunburn the first day can ruin the entire weekend for you. Braden just came to the thing and gave me a look. I know the listeners can't see that, and you can't really see him either. But the other thing I want to make sure we hit on is if you're not from Tampa, you're coming down, you're traveling in. It's like Friday is 86, Saturday's 88,
that's right.
Sunday's 85. So you're between 85 and 90 for the whole weekend.
Yeah, it'll be high UV, so just be prepared.
High UV. We're not on the water. We're not going to get the breeze that we get from the beach.
The best thing is if you start feeling overheated, go to the Electric Thunder tent, cool off in the AC. Check out the vendors, get some shade. There's so many vendors on site that are going to offer experiences that will give you a place to kind of get out of the main hustle of it all.
And of course, if you need medical help, there will be medical tents, first aid tents, and things
Everything
like that.
Will be right there.
So, yeah, I just wanted to make you all listening. Chris was trying to get my attention to point out that he wanted to make another point, and he drew.
I stopped writing.
I don't know what it is, but he drew something on the paper to like signal to me that for something, and I was like, what am I supposed to get from that? But we are. But again, always check our socials. for upcoming shows. We're not going to go into what we got coming up after Country Thunder. We have a
We'll talk
few.
about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We have to kind of attack what we have going on right now. But always check our socials and reach out to us. We love hearing from you if you have questions. We take turns answering questions as we can. So
yeah, can't wait to get to one more day out of the way and get all the fun started. It's going to be an epic weekend that we're just excited to be a part of, and look forward to seeing you. So come say hi when you see us, and we'll all create some memories together.
Let's have some fun.
All right.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
See you next time.